what up, it's Don.
Sammy Lee here.
We are the Soul Brothers. How you guys doing? Back up in it. This time with the dismantling again. Shout out first and foremost to fastpass.cn. Make sure to check them out for any dismantling info. But this is the Dame 4.
Yes.
Very good shoe. We love the shoe. Check out our performance review if you haven't. And this is the colorway we have actually.
Yes.
Which is really dope. I love the look of this shoe too. So let's check it out.
Yes, so first here is the cross-section cut of the shoe, and that cushion looks really thin.
Real thin.
Like, especially in the forefoot, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How thin it is, man.
And it feels like that. Just a ton of cord feel.
Yeah. And the insole is also like that paper stock Adidas patented insole. So that is not even thick. So you feel super low to the ground. And the materials actually look really thick.
On top?
Yeah, and if you guys didn't know, we'll get to it, but there's 3 layers of materials.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of crazy. And in the ankle collar area, it's all one piece. And then you have the stretchy neoprene material. And you do have kind of like a, what do you call it, like a sculpted heel.
Yeah.
Or there's a little bit of foam in the heel, so it locks you down, but that doesn't really work too well. And as you guys can see, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a midfoot shank.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we were wrong about that, but that's there. So here's a closer look at the midfoot shank. It's a really interesting one. It's like, it has like some weird shapes in it. Some little dips and stuff. Never seen that before.
Yeah.
But there's that.
They bored out sections of the bounce right there, it looks like.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Interesting. Give it a little bit more expansion.
Yep. Okay, and then here is the upper separate from the midsole. Nothing special there. And then here is underneath the entire upper. And as you guys can see, the laces just go straight through the upper. And yeah, the first few eyelets go through the actual upper. And here's the actual layers.
Yeah, they triple layered it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's super thick or anything like that. It actually feels really thin and supportive, so they did a really good job. The underlays though seem really thin, so it's not a huge deal, but like something like in the Jordan 32, that was like they put a lot of materials and it's super thick. So the neoprene material in the ankle collar is stitched to the textile upper, the mesh upper, and there's some underlays, and then there's more underlay. So I don't know why you need so much underlay, but I guess it gives you good support.
Well, you need underlay under your underlay.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's 2 underlays, man.
You gotta triple up on your underlay.
That's a lot of underlays. But it does seem thin, so not too mad at the materials.
Mm-hmm. You can see the flywire well, not flywire, but whatever the hell they're calling it. Straps.
Crazy wire.
Crazy wire.
Yes, crazy wire.
Yeah, the crazy wire, it comes through and the cool thing about the crazy wire is it's overlaid with like a plastic.
Yes.
Which is nice.
Very nice. Okay, and if you guys can see here, it actually is stitched. So it's stitched on, and that's pretty cool. And the actual, you know, the back of the dames?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of connected. Look, so this is the back, and then it's kind of connected here, and I don't know what the really long cord connects to. But
interesting.
Yeah,
that's
maybe
cool.
I guess if you tighten the laces, it kind of tightens the back, kind of like the KD9 Elites.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like. I'm not really clear as to where it actually connects to, though. It doesn't really say. But that's a really cool touch if it's like that. It doesn't really help with heel slippage, though. But whatever. Here's the insole, the crappy insole. It's not crappy, but like, I guess Adidas does that because... I mean,
it's pretty shitty.
Yeah, I mean, it's really thin. Like, other companies like Nike and Under Armour, they make super thick Ortholite insoles. But
a
Adidas,
lot of the time, not all the time.
Yeah, but then Adidas, most of the time, has this like paper stock insole. But I guess they want you to feel the cushion, you know, because they make really good cushions like Boost and Bounce. But it's just a regular, like, pretty crappy insole. And then here's the strobo board. And Adidas does this also, like, where if you feel the strobo board, it's super, like, stiff.
Yeah.
But then there's like a little like circle cut out in the heel, and you can actually feel the bounce cushion. It's super like bouncy and soft, and I felt it on the dames. I don't know why they put so much. Maybe they should like do like a 4-foot cutout and like a bigger cutout on the heel, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
All right, so here is the mid-foot shank.
Huh.
It's like a Z shape.
That's crazy looking.
Yeah, very interesting. It is a Z shape, and
Wow.
yeah, nothing special there. Okay, and also if you guys can see in the heel, there are little hole drill outs or cutouts, I guess, for better expansion of the cushion, I guess. So there's that, and then now here is the thing that's pretty important, I guess.
The forefoot.
Yes.
Thickness.
Yes, outsole cushion and strobo board, and it's 14.56 millimeters thick or thin, and that's super thin. So you get a lot of cord feel. And then in the heel, you have it's 23.81 millimeters thick, so that's like a 9 millimeter offset, give or take.
Yeah.
And I was reading about offset. It's really crazy because like, if you have a higher offset, so like your heel is a higher than
Your forefoot.
your forefoot in relation to your forefoot, you do heel strikes more because your foot wants to land like this, but then if it's like this, it wants to go like this, right? So it's gonna heel strike more. So a lot of Nike shoes have recent Nike shoes have more of a flatter what do you call it?
Offset.
Yeah, have a flatter offset, and then Adidas, a lot of their shoes have a really big offset, like 10 millimeters. So I don't know what that does, but that's just a crazy.
It also kind of depends a lot as to the mechanics of how you run. A lot of people run differently and have different, mechanics of their legs and feet. So that can get tricky. But yeah, Adidas does like to do that.
Yes.
A big offset. And that's about almost 10 millimeters or 9 millimeters.
Yes.
Here's the outsole, tiger scratch pattern or whatever.
Wish it was better on dust.
Yes.
But there's that. And now comparing it to the 3, the 3 surprisingly was actually really thin too.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. What is that though in the 3? What is that white material? I'm guessing it was that's bounce. That's
white
true
material?
bounce. Yeah. What is that? And then the black is like a carrier, is what I'm guessing. But in the heel, it does look to be a little bit thicker than the Dame 4s. But in the forefoot, it's just as thin, which is kind of crazy. But it did feel bulky because the carrier was just too much,
Yeah, and look how much the heel pops out.
Yeah.
And that kind of wraps around laterally and on the medial side too, that much bulk.
But cushion thickness was the same, and then the mid-foot shanks are a little different.
Yeah, like you don't need that mid-foot shank on the left, as far as I'm concerned. The one on the right does enough.
Yeah.
So I don't love big, giant, stiff mid-foot shanks. It's a little too much, I feel like.
But anyways, that's it. That's the Dame 4 dismantled. You have crazy cord feel. The materials are on point. And it's a great shoe. It's just I just wish.
And it's cheap.
And it's cheap, $115 or whatever. I just wish the traction was better on dust. On the clean cord, it's really good though.
Yeah, it is.
So anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
Later.